Hello, everybody. Welcome back to training every single day. It's really a winter wonderland. If you look out the window, there's a lot of snow, and I'm in my pajamas. I'm getting really into the holiday season. You might be seeing a lot of pajama workouts coming up soon, just because I've just been really getting into housewear, loungewear, whatever you want to call it. But starting off in the morning using the sandbag and working some shoulder mobility with some weighted shoulder jump ropes. And one of the benefits of the sandbag is the instability of it. It really allows you to engage a lot of substabilization muscles. And stabilization implies like balance. It implies that you're going to train the whole body, not really develop any weak links in the body. You can never be too stable. You can never be too well-rounded, too grounded with your workouts. But you can become too one-dimensional. You can be out of balance if you, let's say, only did bicep curls for your entire life. You would end up with some elbow issue and some shoulder issues because the opposite motion, the stability of your patterns of movement that you train are out of balance. When you train with an unstable object or work with an unstable surface or really challenge your balance, each movement is slightly different. Never really manufacturing weak links and never really being too rigid in your patterns of movement and in turn your body. So that's why you should train with some instability like gymnastics rings, rotational movements that really involve a lot of balance, or work with some chaos like a sandbag. I'm here training with some weights, trying to get some hypertrophy in the calves. It is a bit difficult because I'm not using the right amount of weight. I'm using all the weight that I have available. And I was able, like the last time I did, not last time, but maybe 2 times ago, I did a really good calf workout and was able to reach the proper intensity. But here I was able to get a burn, but I wasn't really able to push it super intense to get failure. But I did have some realizations that I really tried to like rock back and forth, like try to get the fullest range of motion. So let's say I'm doing a calf raise. I try to lift the heels all the way up and then push the heels into the ground and lift the toes up some. And then here, when I do the reverse one, I try to push the heels down. I push the toes up and then push the heels down that end up lifting the heels up. You might need to listen to that a couple times to get the proper message, but it was really good. And then here, I'm working the hang. Hang is a fundamental human movement, has multitude of benefits. Get hanging. It's really great. I'm just incorporating some spinal movements, some shoulder movements here, because once you really have the fundamentals of a position down, expand upon it, add variation, add movements. Even a static position can become a movement checkpoint where you can transition to other movements. And that's how I've been staying warm. The fire, good use to use the fire and the cold. They complement each other pretty well. So here, doing some one-arm balance work with this straddle L-sit. I can hold like a second or 2 on each hand. I want to maybe try to increase it. Maybe this be my fun balance that I get into. But I can hold it like a second each side. I've held it like the most like 5 seconds. I think I could increase it. I'm pretty comfortable with the position and just working the balance. And then I work some planche, pseudo planche push-ups, one of the best push-up variations. And you know you're doing it right if you can lift your feet up off the ground. And then, once you really feel comfortable with the movement position, like for me it's the push-up, I'm also transitioning into some pike to work some hamstring flexibility. And trying to work the straight arm strength moving through those positions. So I try to do a straight arm raise, and then this is what I'm talking about. Add variation. Use it as a transitionary movement, like movement flows. Really expand upon your movement patterns, movement capabilities, your ability to express yourself, and really be mindful of your movements all day long, because you never leave your body. I mean, obviously you can change focuses to focus on like maybe your work or someone else, but always be mindful of movements. The more mindful you are, the more conscious you are, the more awareness you have, just the more alive you are, in my opinion. So spend every moment to expand your consciousness, expand your awareness, starting off with the movement. That's what this channel's about, just moving and being more conscious and have more control with your movement patterns and having more awareness, having more life, in my opinion. I feel like consciousness, your soul, your life is all kind of intertwined, kind of the same thing. And the more consciousness you have, the more awareness you have, the more your soul is, the more you are. So that's why I focus so much on expanding the consciousness, really expanding these abilities and really expanding that. So enough with this kind of esoteric spiritual aspect. More on the YouTube aspect, hit the hype button, swipe over on the comments, hit hype if you're on mobile. You get 3 hypes a week to hype up small content creators like moi. And also leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow my Instagram in my bio. Use a connect with me number at the bottom if you want to call me, $1 a minute. But anyways, if you made it to the end, you've done more than enough to support me. Thank you very much. Sincerely, this isn't possible without you, the viewer. Bye-bye.